Support for the Ryan Joseph Show is brought to you now by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package, the ultimate men's hygiene bundle, just came today. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Mr. Joseph at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, that's about 8 million balls. Have you ever cut yourself trimming your balls?
My ex-wife nipped my sack once.
You had her shave your balls?
Yeah.
Why'd you have her do it? Because it was like erotic?
Power move.
Dominance, right?
Yep.
Maybe that's why my dad made me let him.
Your balls?
He shaved my balls just to show he was dominant in my household. Yeah. Did she put like a little piece of toilet paper, like a cut, or like if you got a cut just to stop the bleeding?
No.
My dad would do that. You know, like you do on your face and stuff. But yeah, it happened all the time. We'd walk around with our pants off, but it wasn't like we were naked because we had like little pieces of toilet paper on our balls, and it was a normal thing, and it was actually like we did it during Christmas a lot. It's like I think he like purposely tried to nick my balls sometimes, you know, because he was just like, I like seeing my boy with, you know, like because it's kind of Christmassy when you have a bunch of toilet paper cuts in there, but it doesn't happen anymore now. My dad's pretty excited. I'm out of the house anyways. There's no need to cut my balls anymore, Dad. The Performance Package 4.0 has arrived, and oh man, is it a game changer. Inside this package, you'll find their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the big guy, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the smaller one, Crop Preserver ball deodorant. He just put it on recently. It smells great. The Crop Reviver toner, just to like spritz up, you know, your stuff, keep it fresh throughout the day. You know, you're about to go to a job interview, spray it on your balls. You'll feel more professional and more eloquent. Performance Boxer Briefs. They're probably aerodynamic for performance. And a travel bag. Where's the travel bag? That's leather, I think. But it looks like leather. To hold your goodies. Let's get into it more. First off, the Lawnmower 4.0. The big guy. Where's it at?
Right here.
Yeah, this trimmer is the future of grooming, and dare I say, the greatest ball trimming ever. I'm really excited to go home and like shave my balls, actually. And that's like not even like what I'm supposed to say. Like I really want to shave my balls now. I like doing it just because they look bigger and my penis looks bigger. The 4th generation trimmer of the big guy. Bring it out again. Gary, you're not doing this right. Okay. The 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof, okay? No more, you can't kill anyone with this, you know? Back in the day, if you wanted to kill someone, you drop your shaver into... How does it feel?
It smells really good. You smell that?
Yeah, but what do your balls feel like?
I didn't really get them down to the
Was
balls.
that the spritzer?
Do you want me to get them down on my balls?
It smells really good.
It smells really good.
Yeah.
I don't
It
think I
smells
need
really
them on
good.
my balls just to smell it.
Yeah. But anyways, back to the Lawnmower. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof, which I just said, and it also has a 400K LED spotlight for small balls. A spotlight you need for a more precise shave. Just totally flush with the skin, all right? When a girl goes down there or a man or whatever, it'll look like you never grew one hair in your whole life. You know what I mean? And that's going to attract them. Because this trimmer is waterproof, you can say goodbye to the mess on the bathroom floor. You thought that was good, Gary, but want to take your grooming game even further to the next level? Do you?
Yeah.
The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer. Is he getting it?
Yeah.
I have to like use that, you know. That's gross. Dude, there's a girl that I talked to. I can't remember who. She said she like does that. She like shaves her. Let your girlfriend borrow it or something like that.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's
Girls do that. Girls have hair in their nose. It's pretty gross. So let your girlfriend borrow it. But like, yeah, it's really disgusting. Now that we have this, thank God we can make them look better. The Weed Whacker is also waterproof and provides proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps reduce nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate nose holes. I like the word holes. Their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner, which you just saw Gary demonstrate for you, will change the way you approach your hygiene routine. Trust me when I say this, fellas. Your balls will thank you. Okay. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0. The Manscaped Boxers, which we showed you, and the Shed Travel Bag, which kind of looks leather. It looks like a really nice travel bag. Bring your comfort and boxers to another level. And women dig this. You know, men do too. Gay guys do this. They love like clean, nice stuff. But women do like, this guy shaves his balls and he has like a little satchel, you know, like a Robin Hood satchel to carry his stuff around. You know what I mean? Like, it just looks like you're on top of it. You know what I mean? It's time to take care of yourself. So go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code Mr. Joseph. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Mr. Joseph at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code Mr. Joseph. Please don't forget that code or none of this applies. Mr. Joseph. I'm going to have my friends call me that now. I really like the way that sounds. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Your balls smell really great.
Yeah, I know, right?
Rolling?
Yeah.
You gonna do an intro?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Joseph Show. I've missed you all terribly. I've had trouble getting Leonardo's podcast up. I think it is because of that insane woke clown Jeff with one F Rauner who's sabotaged my equipment and I can't get Leonardo up there. He does not like Leonardo just because Leonardo had a video about her baby who happens to be trans. Anyways, today we got one of my favorite Austin comics, and I actually mean that because there's not many that I like in this town. But I do like this guy, Tai Nguyen.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm very excited to be on Ryan Joseph podcast. I have no idea what his podcast is about, but I hope it doesn't get me canceled.
Oh, it will. This is the end of your career.
You know, I'm protected under the Stop Asian Hate movement, so I can't get canceled. And if you say something I don't like, I'll just stay out into space.
Yeah, you're in this with me, dude. Asians are just as or if not more privileged than white people.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, like, maybe if you come from, like, because you're first generation immigrant, right? You came, like, you lived in Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
Right. But, like, people that are, like, second generation or third, like, they come, like, they excel. They're just, like, they're just, it was always Asian and whites in, like, the upper class elite schools. It's always Asian and whites, right?
I have a joke about that. I have a joke that I know being Asian is the next best thing to being white in America because I get to enjoy all the white privileges and none of the guilt come February.
Yeah, or you can be like, because I get all of my friend Steve's leftover girls when he's done. Or something. Oh, Ty, when I met you, dude, you told me you were going to quit comedy. You remember that? Remember I was first coming here just to visit, and you were at
Santa Cruz,
Santa
right?
Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going through like I don't know, just a pissy stage, I guess. Just hate everybody.
Why?
Hate comedy.
And then I came to town, and you were like, you know what?
No, I wasn't it.
I can live again.
I was just very like drunk one day, and I make a bunch of Facebook posts.
About what?
About how I just hate the comedy scene. I hate all the old people, all the new people coming in.
You hated all the new people too?
Well, just me being angry at everything in general.
What was making you angry?
Nothing specific.
There's no shame, dude, in being angry.
There's nothing specific. It's just that I have enough like just anger inside, and it just.
What are you angry about, Ty?
Let's talk at about that time, I really don't know.
Were not many girls touching your penis?
That might be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that going now, Ty?
Um, you know, you said how is it with a girl touching my penis?
No, how is that going now? Like, are you dating anybody? You got a girlfriend?
Nah, I'm not dating anybody.
Are you fucking anybody?
I'm not fucking anybody.
Why not, dude? You're a sexy dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're funny. So like, if you're funny, as soon as I walk off the stage, my dick's wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I have to really like the person to like build intimacy.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Like, I can't like. That was a joke. Like, I can't like really. I've never been able to like one of those guys who's just like fuck pussy. Like, you know, Gary's just like
Yeah, I can't.
dumb
I
and
don't
like he's
know.
just like an animal and he'll go fuck anything.
No, in my head, I could fantasize about it, but in real life, it's like, oh shit, I'm not the person I thought inside my
I know.
head.
I want to be loved. I want to
Yeah.
be loved. I want her to look me in the eye and be like, "I love you," and then I can get a boner. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
But
vulnerable tonight.
yeah,
Look somebody in the eye and say you love them.
that's what this podcast is about. Being vulnerable and sharing what makes us get an erection. Okay, pod?
Yeah.
Oh, pod.
I think
Okay,
we also talk
speak-
a lot about how women are the root of all of our problems.
Speaking of
We will get to
erection,
that.
speaking of erection, what about your sponsor?
Oh, that was a good
Yeah,
transition.
good plug.
We will get to that later. Well, actually, you know what? It is a good time.
Yeah.
Have you ever had problems with your erection?
All the time.
Why? Are you jerking off too much?
I don't know.
When's the last time you almost hooked up with a girl?
About 5 months ago.
5 months ago? And what happened?
I didn't seal the deal because there's like another guy that I have to kind of like drive home because we're somewhere far. So I asked, hey, could this guy come to your house too? But they didn't like the guy.
Wait. So wait, you were with the girl at your
I with two girls.
you were with two girls
Yeah.
at your house or
Not at my house. It was at a comedy show.
at a
out-
comedy show?
Yeah.
And you wanted one of the girls
well, both of them invited me to go back.
to their place?
Yeah,
Or-
they're nurses.
They're nurses.
Yeah.
Okay, so they would have nursed you.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then some guy comes up.
No, it's a guy that I rode with. I gave him a ride to that comedy show because he just wanted to hang.
And you
Which
were
turned out to be
why
a
didn't you
mistake.
ditch him, dude, and be like, sorry, bro?
That's what I should have done. If I knew better, then
Who was the
then
guy?
I would have ditched. I'm not gonna say the name.
Dude, I would have been like, dude, you know how it goes. Here's some money for a fucking Uber.
Yeah,
I gotta go.
yeah, but that's
I
about
got
me.
I got two
don't, like-
nurses, and they're on call, motherfucker.
yeah,
Yeah, nurses, man, they will jerk you off methodically.
Yeah, they're
you know?
sluts.
They'll hold your balls with one hand, and then the other one will come in, and it's like scientific how they'll jerk you. They'll nurse you like someone's like nursing a horse.
yeah.
They're called nurses for a reason.
I feel
But
like they know all the human anatomy system,
Yeah.
so they know
they,
like
they know how to put their fingers up your butthole to get you to come really good.
yeah.
I heard.
You heard?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you ever had problems getting an erection?
No.
No. You're just always
Sometimes when I'm really drunk, I can't get an erection,
okay.
but most of the time I could.
You ever been like so nervous you liked the girl so much you couldn't do it?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That happened to me.
But then I would be too afraid to even talk to her. Then I wouldn't be like,
No, like
have
we
a
like
reaction.
we had her like clothes off and stuff, and I was nervous. And
Oh, yeah?
stuff. Yeah. And so what you do is you just like you have to like play. You're like, I'm gonna kiss your neck now and be. I just want to talk first and be loving, because you're like praying for your dick to come up. But if I would have had some tablets from Blue Chew, things would have gotten better.
Oh yeah.
And that
'cause
brings
that's-
me to our sponsor for the show. Guys, the Ryan Joseph Show is sponsored by Blue Chew. It's time to dig yourself out of that winter hibernation. Spring is here, and we're going into summer, and it's time to get sprung and to get hot with Blue Chew. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life, can also help in the bedroom, Tai, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate with 2 nurses, maybe. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. Chew them up. Don't swallow them like I did when I tried it. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. It's really easy. And once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days, and all your friends will be asking for them. The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy with a limp penis. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA, not in a sweatshop in Thai's country, and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. With Blue Chew, men everywhere excited to see the postman because when your package has arrived, your package has arrived. Yeah. Have you ever thought about using Viagra? Well, you don't need it, right?
Yeah, I really don't need it.
Because girls, you don't have sex.
I don't need it.
No. When are you planning to have sex again?
Maybe after I finish my next special.
I get the feeling that you have low confidence, even though you're one of the funniest comics in Austin.
I thought you were going to say low T.
No, you're one of the funniest comics in Austin, right? And you've always heard a girl say, if he can make me laugh, I'll fuck him. You know, they always say that. So you can do that, dude. You can have any girl you want, really, because you can make them laugh. But what is it? Do you need a tablet from Blue Chew? Because imagine if you took a tablet from Blue Chew and you had a raging hard on and you were making her laugh. There's no stopping you. She's laughing. Your pants are about to fucking fall off and shit. That's the way it goes. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Joseph. At checkout, just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code Joseph, to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details. BLUECHEW.com, and see more important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew. We thank them for sponsoring this podcast, Tai.
Shout out to Blue Chew.
Yeah, I took it once, and I had a fun night. Yeah, I made like 4 babies. I had to get an abortion, but
outside of Texas.
It was one. Yeah, but it was one abortion. Like you can get one for 4 babies. If you get a girl pregnant and they say it's quadruplets.
One of those. Yeah.
They're like, hey, there's 4 babies in the stomach. They'll give you a deal usually because it's just like one shot.
Like a bundle.
Yeah, it's like skipping a stone or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like abortions. I was thinking of something the other day about abortions, and I can't remember what it was. But know what I was reading the other day about people that have fetishes that for being amputated.
Yeah.
They want to be amputated. They have an arm. They want their arm.
Yeah, I
gone.
read about that.
Yeah, and I was talking to my friend today on the phone, and I was talking to him about this. And I was at the convenience store in the front, and the guy that's running the register is like, "Oh, you mean nugget porn?" I look up at him like, "What?"
They call it nugget?
He's like, "I just went down a rabbit hole the other day. It's nugget porn." I mean, that's what I heard. And I was like, gross. But that's what it's called if you ever want to look it up. But like, I was like, dude, I'm not saying fucking someone that has, it's not the fetish of fucking someone. Well, they are attracted to people that have amputated limbs, but they just want their limbs to be amputated. Because I've been really trying to write like some trans jokes and looking up different types of disorders, because I think being trans, I don't know, if you cut your dick off, there might be something wrong with you.
But thing is, you don't cut your dick off, you turn it into a vagina. When
But
you cut it, but then you
you can't.
modify it.
But you can't bring it back to being a dick.
You can't, but now,
You
like,
cut your dick off.
I mean, it's modified. You know what I'm talking about?
They can't get an orgasm ever again.
Really?
No.
Jeez.
Yeah. There's no clitor. You can't build a clitoris.
Huh.
Yeah. I've known some trans people, and the ones I've known have not been that happy.
The one that cut this shit off?
Well,
I don't know anybody that
Well,
cut
some-
that shit off. Do
there's
you know
some-
anybody?
well, actually, a lot of trans women have found that if they get rid of their dick, if they actually go through the full surgery and they get their dick turned into a pussy, guys aren't interested in them anymore because there's guys out there that just their fetish is chicks with dicks.
But
Yeah.
You
but
know?
to me,
Like
it's
Gary.
like sex would be weird if like after you chop off your penis and there's a vagina, but you don't get orgasm. Then
I know that's
It'll-
no,
it's
like
kinda-
it's depressing a lot.
yeah,
And it causes
and
psychological
it sounds
damage.
painful
My friend lost his
while
virginity.
you're having sex.
My friend lost his virginity to a post-trans woman, and so when he had sex with a real woman, he was like, "Why is it so slippery? This is weird."
Oh, okay.
He thought it was kind of
Yeah.
this is strange, you know, because I guess
Yeah.
it's like really dry. I guess if you turned your dick inside out and you fucked it,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you ever been attracted to a trans woman?
No.
I can't believe what they wrote about me. In HoustonPress.com, there is an article about my show that will be appearing at the Riot on tomorrow night at 11 p.m. It was by the time this pod comes out, it won't be tomorrow night, but it called it the transphobic comedy trash fire, and he called me a talentless reactionary, and I totally freaked out. No, I really was really happy about that. I need to frame it like you were
I
telling me
read
to.
it. It's a great article. I wish somebody wrote an article like that, but about me.
I know it was special,
Yeah.
you know, and I just felt like like he talks about my erection. He's like, I know I shouldn't write this because it'll make Ryan have an erection hard enough to hang his hat on.
Yeah.
Like if he took a tablet from Blue Chew.
Yeah.
But he was right. But I don't know. He seems to be like one of those guys that are like more woke than woke. Like, I mean, he's so woke. He only has one F to his name, Jeff with one F, Rauner. I say names on this podcast, because I'm just burning it down. You know what I mean?
Well, you probably gonna edit it out.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I won't edit that out. Why would I edit that out?
Oh yeah, we don't edit.
Oh.
No editing.
That was his name, Jeff Rauner. It's in HoustonPress.com. Wrote an article
Jeff with one
about
F.
me and my comics, and then all my comics dropped from the show, dude.
Hey Jeff, if you're listening to this podcast, I am neutral.
Tai is actually a former woman.
Man, I have so many trans friends.
Tai, why are you scared of getting canceled?
Bro.
The trick is to be canceled when you start. Then they can never cancel you.
Oh yeah, you can't really be canceled when you're just like starting out.
But just get canceled when you start.
Mm.
Like get fired from your job because I've been fired from my job because of my comedy at USC. I might go talk about it with a comic in LA,
Yeah.
a bigger podcast. And they put me on 7 months paid administrative leave.
Yeah.
They paid my salary for 7 months.
Nice.
And they investigated my jokes while I wrote more jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
reported
pretty
me.
cool.
They reported me to the Office of Diversity,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the Office of Diversity at the University of Southern California. The leaders are blonde hair and blue eyed women that are like, we're in charge of the Office of Diversity. We're here to protect the people that are diverse. My vagina itches, and they put me on leave, and then we had a hearing.
Yeah.
And I had a lawyer, and the lawyer they gave me was actually friends with Trump. They didn't even realize it. He was like Trump's golf buddy,
Oh.
and this guy hated them, and it was interesting to watch because he'd stick his face into the computer and just be like, "Now, Miss So and So, did you really feel like Ryan might be intimidating you by his intelligence and his ability to do his job better than you? Isn't that so? And she would just be like, no, and fighting. That was my first time really being. No. Before that, I was canceled. I was kicked out of open mic in LA
Mm.
because I said a rape joke. That was my first taste.
Do you remember that joke?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes, I don't write rape jokes. There's nothing funny about a woman wearing the wrong dress. And dude, the girl followed me out. It was like this, it was called Bert's Back Room, right?
Yeah.
And the girl, Rachel Burt something, I don't know what the fuck. She had this open mic in LA, and it was based off the model of Fourth Wall in LA, where you had open mics all day,
Yeah.
and you can sign up any hour, and slotted. You know, you go on the slotted. So like 10 comics a night, 10 comics every hour can do a set.
Yeah.
And but these girls were like yoga type. It was like looked like a yoga studio, dude. They had hardwood floors and shit. They
Yeah.
all had like tampons in their pussy all month around, all year round. Like they were the woke of the woke, and they stayed over here, and it was on Melrose Avenue. And I just moved over there, West Hollywood. I was like, I'm gonna check it out. I heard some weird stuff about this place. I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
None of them laughed at my jokes, and that's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But the girl followed me out
Yeah.
as I'm leaving the podcast or
Yeah.
leaving the open mic to talk to me about my jokes
Yeah.
and tell me I need to learn how to write and that
Oh
I need to
wow.
work on my jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then my friend, who's insane,
Mm.
Joe Bando, he comes bolting out of the bathroom like a fucking bulldog, and he's like, "You fucking cunt!" and they start fighting and screaming and stuff, yelling at each other.
Yeah.
And then like the girls, like little simp, pimply face, cucks come up like, "Is something going wrong, Rachel? We'll kick his ass," and they're fighting. And then we're outside, and I was like, "Bando, we just became legends,"
Yeah.
And that was the first time. That's when I started becoming a legend. And then I got fired from my job, and I was like, I was like known as like Lenny Bruce without the career. 'Cause I was being investigated.
Dude, that would be a good tagline for your bio.
Lenny Bruce without the career.
Yeah.
And then I come here, and I started making a lot of people would cry in the bathrooms when I would perform. People would, shout. I got kicked out of that place that Chris Castles used to run out in Lakeview, or that show Castro. Yeah, I'm not allowed to go over there. And then what happened with Creek in the Cave and Vulcan, I'm not allowed to go in because I was too good. They said, they were like, "Listen, your comedy is just on another tier, and you're making everyone else look bad. And Rogan doesn't feel like he can compete with that kind of comedy, and we're gonna have to let you go. And everyone else is gay but you." And that was at Creek. And he was like, "Everyone's gay here, so you either be gay." And I was like, "Oh, I'm trans. You can't kick me out." And then they let me stay for another year.
Yeah.
And then they saw my dick when I was peeing outside, and they're like, "Oh my god, he has a real dick." And they were really offended by my real penis,
Yeah.
like, how dare I not cut it off, right?
Yeah.
So they tried to make me do it. They're like, "Cut it off now or leave," and I refused.
Huh.
So then I was kicked out of there, and a few other clubs, but I'm doing great though because I've been traveling, Dude, I already started down a road that I can't come back from.
Tell
There's
us
no
about your
going back.
travel. Where you traveled to?
Recently I went to Atlanta, Laughing Skull.
Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta.
How do they enjoy your comedy in Atlanta?
They were a very great audience, and
Nice.
a lot of comics there, like, they're like, "Oh, we heard about you," or something. I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, damn fucking right, you heard about me," And I was
Yeah.
like, "Get the fuck out of my face," I gotta perform. And
Okay.
no, but me and David Lucas was performing too. I asked if David could come get a spot. I was, because David has a hard time getting booked,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll just have a. I'm kidding. You can catch that one. Yeah, David said he was interested in doing it. So I asked if David can come, and they're like, hell yeah, and of course, David Lucas. And so David and I, we were pretty raunchy compared to the other comics
Comics,
there.
yeah.
But people,
Compare everybody, you're always raunchy, like
well,
raunchy.
David always has me feature. Usually has me feature because he says if once I go up, nothing he says
Like
is
to
gonna be
be like,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you
it
mean.
gives him a free pass.
Yeah.
So and yeah, we did that, and there was like at the hotel in Atlanta,
Yeah.
there was like I'll even play it. There was this person at 3 o'clock in the morning. It sounded like fucking Chunk,
Yeah.
dude, just screaming in the room next to me.
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning till 9 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
And I started calling. I called the office, and the girl's like, this black girl. She's like, "Yeah, I'm the only person here tonight. We ain't got no security, so maybe you call the police or something."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" So I called the police. Police never showed up.
Yeah.
And then I go and I try to get my money back, and they were like, "Yeah, maybe we'll give you 50% of your money back for that." And it was the most fucked up noises you ever heard. And I recorded that shit because I'm gonna go on Yelp and I'm gonna fucking make fun of them and just destroy shit once I get bored one day. Listen to this. It's me going out the door.
Uh-huh.
Can you see it?
Yeah. You at a hotel?
Hotel.
Kinda hearing, yeah.
It'll get louder. Wait, sorry, I have to do this. Sorry, guys. You have to get to this part. I'll find the right part. It's too crazy for me not to tell you.
Sounds somebody kinda like was being tortured? Is that it?
Yeah, there's like a guy tortured next door to me, and I was just like taking videos.
Sound this bird in the background. That sound crazy.
All fucking night.
Dude, that sound like
One more, and I think I can find a better one.
an exorcism.
Wait,
I'm surprised they didn't do anybody. Like have a security guard go up and knock on
they
the
didn't
door.
have shit.
Where did you
They're like,
stay
yeah,
at? The
that
hood?
person might be, yeah, he's getting murdered again or some shit. Wait,
Oh, you know what you could have done? It's so weird. It's either first time anal or torture.
for 6 hours anal.
Yes, definitely torture. Wow. Dude, you know what you should have done? You should have ordered Uber Eat and have them knock on the door and put deliver food.
They would have just left it there and they've been like, "Pfft,
Oh yeah.
there's crazy old Mary again, torturing guys. That's the quality suites in Atlanta Buckhead.
Hmm.
Should have gave me full percentage off.
Wow.
Yeah, But that was crazy. All night I listened to this guy get tortured, and I didn't do anything about it. I just just listened to him get
Damn.
tortured. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I guess I could have
You
knocked.
tried to do something, right? You told
I called the police, and they're just like, what's the problem? Okay.
they didn't care, huh?
They didn't give a fuck.
Wow.
Well, I think in Atlanta they defunded the police a little bit, didn't they?
Dude, I heard Atlanta is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely did. I can get
Yeah.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, I think they defunded the police. That guy was getting. He didn't it sound crazy? Like what the fuck was going on with him?
Dude,
Because it was nonstop, dude. 6 hours of that shit, and I couldn't. I was just like turning music on
it could be
loud.
drug
I was
related.
like, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I just kept telling myself.
Actually, Atlanta. Here's from PBS.org. Like Minneapolis, Atlanta debated defunding police, but the city council last summer voted 8-7 against a measure that would have temporarily withheld $73 million from the department until it enacted a plan to reform.
Well, they didn't come.
They
They didn't come. I called the cops.
the Atlanta police speak of a morale crisis.
Yeah, there is a morale crisis when Chunk is getting murdered next door to me.
So, how many shows did you do in Atlanta?
I did 3 shows. Wait, Friday. Yeah, I did 3 shows.
Are most of the audience white or black?
It was like a mix, I
Mixed,
think.
right?
Yeah, and then I went to Naples, Off the Hook Comedy Club,
Uh-huh.
and I featured for David Lucas. That club was kind of cool. It was like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Laughing Skull was like kind of reminded me of like a theater, like a summer camp, you know?
Yeah, it's
And
a theater.
you been?
I've been there.
Yeah, and all the other comics, they seem to be like,
It looked theater as fuck.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
like coming to class or some shit,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I do
Didn't-
kind of like it.
Did it
It's
seem like a
kinda
school?
dark.
It seemed like a school.
Yeah, it looked like where they teach you how to do improv and shit.
Yeah, it looks like, but they were like, I don't know, but they liked my shit, I guess, and I mean, of course,
You
and-
know, like, I think most people that hate you, they don't get your joke. Because I listen to your jokes so much that it's like, I know almost all your jokes now.
yeah, you actually performed my jokes.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, right, your joke is like, you trying to say, like, the most crazy shit, right? You say something and there's a twist and then it get dark. You say something, there's a twist and it get dark. I mean, if you know that, like,
Yeah,
how
but
could you
not-
be mad,
but there's
you know?
yeah, but there's like also I try to twist off from that too,
Oh, yeah?
where I try to not always do it like that.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm trying to venture into bits and like stories, because I do longer sets, man.
Yeah.
Like I have to remember all those small little jokes.
It's hard, right?
Yeah, even a 15-minute set to do all like. I mean, it's not necessarily hard for 15 minutes, but when I've done a 30-minute or
Mhm.
25-minute, yeah,
Yeah.
you forget what you've written.
Yeah.
Like I know every joke I've written by heart,
Yeah.
but I don't remember what jokes I've written
Yeah.
when I'm on stage, and so I don't even remember writing half my jokes. I look at them and it feels like another person did.
Mhm.
You know, like, and I think that the best jokes they're like these universal, like golden nuggets, like nugget porn, that like come out of the sky.
Yeah.
Just like I read, Stephen King's book. I think I was talking about this with Leonardo, where you basically excavate, like archaeologists. Your job as a writer is to excavate the skeleton, the fossil, as much as you can without breaking the fossils, and I feel Bob Dylan also used to say that he felt like someone else wrote his joke or
Yeah.
his songs.
Yeah.
And I feel like that too, where it's just like there's these perfect songs and jokes and stories
Mhm.
and books that exist somewhere else in like some realm, and
Yeah.
that our job as artists is to be
To
like
tap into it
Yeah.
and pull it out and then make it your own.
there's like this cosmic vein of creativity that you can tap into, um, and your job is to tap into it, and it's frustrating as hell because once you've experienced tapping into it, or you think you have, when you can't just do it on when you want to,
Yeah.
it's very frustrating. It comes to you when it wants, but yet you have to keep
You have to capture it though.
you have to keep working
Yeah.
constantly. Like I never sit around and wait for the muse, the
Yeah.
inspiration to come to me. I always write and write and write and just be ready for it,
Yeah. I know what you mean, cause like if you don't have the technique or like way to set up the joke, even like shit come in, you're unable to turn it into anything.
Yeah, like you need
Yeah,
to be able to like, okay, you got the inspiration now.
yeah,
What is it? What is the setup gonna look like?
yeah,
And do it in your mind. And I can write a joke in my mind sometimes. Um, but like, it always helps to write it out because then usually I see the first half of what I've
Mhm.
written. I don't even need it, and
yeah,
I can just use the last part as the joke. You
yeah,
know, the first part is just words. That's just you always got to cut the fat off. You know what I mean?
totally, yeah,
Yeah, and and it's challenging, but like there's no better feeling. That's why I don't understand joke thieves or or people that say jokes that other people have written when because there's no
there's no
high.
pride in that. Like you just say it, and then you feel like,
Yeah,
yeah, you didn't come up with it.
yeah. There's no high. You don't get that high of
Yeah,
like I created this and
yeah,
it just exploded the room.
yeah,
And like and I don't know. There's so much power that comes from that. I I moved to LA to be an actor because I was acting in Florida, and then I realized it was gay as fuck because
you audition for gay movies.
yeah, I was like all this gay porn. And I was like, this is so gay as fuck, And I'm like fucking dudes and stuff. I'm like, this is gay, you know. No, but I just paying acting teachers, dude. There's those in LA, man. Those acting coaches, they just rake in the cash. They're like, come out here, be a star,
It's
pay us.
probably the hustle over
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
pay us $400 a month. I was in I was a series regular in the show that no one's ever seen on Hallmark, and you go on it and you go and you like learn from them.
Yeah.
But I've done a bunch of acting classes out there, but I was just doing auditions, nothing's happening, and it seemed like the more serious you take it, the less shit happens.
Yeah.
And I had done stand up before in 2016 in Seattle, and I was like always had it in the back of my mind I wanted to try it again,
Yeah.
and because I only did it for a little bit, and so I was getting tired of the whole fucking acting shit, and I tried Groundlings, which is improv.
Mhm.
Groundlings and Second City are the two places where like SNL they
Yeah.
took their shit from, and that was really gay. That was like you go in there and people are like, "Hi, I feel like I've known you forever. Welcome.
Yeah.
Let's get in a circle and we'll play these little games, throwing a ball. Remember, we'll have to do the animals. Remember, you throw the ball and there's shark, biscuit, toy, biscuit, shark, shark. You guys, come on, get it right. I feel like I've known you forever. Are you on my Facebook page? All right, great. We're all going out for drinks later, and I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. Welcome to Groundlings. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do stand up. And I went to Fourth Wall,
Uh-huh.
and Fourth Wall was the best thing ever because I want to start an open mic actually in Austin, like Fourth Wall, because it's from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. every hour, 10 different comics that sign up.
Uh-huh.
They pay $5 each, but
Uh-huh.
they have to stay and
Uh-huh.
watch everyone that goes up.
Uh-huh.
And you just get like a little room like this, like a small, like if you can rent a room like this on top of a building somewhere,
Yeah.
and um and you can make like 500 a day doing that, and you get stage time. It's all comics, but that's how I learn is trying to make comics laugh,
Yeah.
which is the hardest thing in the world. But if you can make a comic laugh, you can make anybody laugh. And how did you start stand up? I'm like talking about me too much.
I was working at a job at AT&T about like,
Wait. So you moved from Vietnam.
yeah. Came
When
here when I was 5.
came here? Why'd you come here when you were 5? Was Pol Pot? When did Pol Pot come out of power?
I don't
That was
know anything about
Cambodia.
Pol Pot. Yeah,
That was,
Cambodia.
but are they still communists? And
In Vietnam,
yeah.
yeah.
So
But there's a little bit more business freedom now, but it's still communist.
were you in northern Vietnam?
You know how you know when you're inside a communist country? Every block you go to, there's like a flag of like your country.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have to remind you that. hey,
Yeah.
you're here, and like, yeah.
Is it were you from North Vietnam or South?
South. My dad fought for the South. That's how we came to America, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Can you believe that? America.
your dad wasn't Charlie.
So my dad, right after the war, we lost and everything. We're losers, so he had to go to prison for some time.
No shit.
Yeah, and when he got out, you can't live in the city, so he lived like in the wood and stuff.
Why couldn't he live in the city?
Cause you get discriminated, you might get beat, killed. Cause
In the
like,
South, but he lived in the South. Oh,
well, you still discriminated, cause like they
North took
took
over.
over.
North
Yeah,
took over everything. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So it's kind of dangerous. So he lived in the wood, and to make a living, he chopped trees and stuff, and he
Oh.
put inside a rickshaw, and then he drive to a city and sell it. And whenever there's like a cop on the road, he have to like go high in the wood with his rickshaw.
What?
It's kind
No
of
shit.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so you were born there, and he was like, "Fuck this shit." I'm going like how?
So so I grew up like without running water or electricity and all of that in the jungle.
Okay.
So how it happened was we heard like some news that America was coming to like get us. So it's like
What year was that?
I forgot. I'm 34 now. Came here when I was 5. So you do 29 years ago.
Mm.
So yeah, my dad just woke everybody up one night, get dressed, we're going to the airport. And then,
Everybody, fuck this shit. No more
yeah.
Ricksaw.
So it seemed like a secret operation kinda.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. There was like nobody else on the plane, just
Do you
me and
you
my
remember it?
family.
You remember
Yeah.
it?
There's no way I could
There was
forget it.
there was no one else on the plane, just you and your family.
Yeah.
So your
And
dad
there's stewardess and stuff.
so your dad must have been kind of like a special operative.
Dude, you know what they told me when I went back to Vietnam 3 years ago?
Your dad was a prostitute.
Not my dad, but my dad, right?
Yeah.
They say that he was like kind of like a writer, and
Wait,
then
you said dad?
my grandfather.
Oh, your dad's dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they knocked him in jail, and they put him on LSD and all this kind of drugs.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That sounds like MK Ultra.
Yeah.
could be,
So
but yeah, that stuff I never knew about.
who locked him up?
The government in
CIA?
Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnamese government did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the.
But why test it out then? Like, by then they already knew what CIA does or what they do acid does.
I have no idea.
I guess
That's
they're
just
trying to
what
catch
they
up.
told me.
Yeah.
They were the CIA back then was using LSD to test whether or not you could brainwash somebody with LSD.
I mean, you should test it. I guess like if you're a government, I mean, I would do that. Be like, hey, we're a government now. Let's go
Yeah.
give people acid and make them take it.
I mean, he might be high ranking, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you come here and you moved straight to Austin.
Yeah, they drop it off in California, and then we drove to Austin because we have an uncle that live in Austin, so we stayed here for a bit, and then we moved into apartments.
Okay, so you always been in Austin since you were like 5.
Yeah.
Okay. What was Austin like? Or so like when did you start stand up?
So I started stand up when I was about 7 years now. So I'm 34. 34 minus 7. 25? I was 25.
27.
27. So I was working AT&T, customer service type of job, drain your energy.
Yeah.
So at work, I'd just be cracking jokes and stuff, and everybody laugh. And
Yeah.
my coworker told me, "Ty, you're so funny. You should try stand up." So one day, after work, I just went to an open mic, but I never told anybody I did stand up until I got funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just going pretty much like every day after work.
Okay. And then what was so that was 7 years ago?
Yeah.
And what was the scene like then before like great comics like me moved here?
Before great comic like Ryan Joseph moved to Austin, Austin was there's nothing
Was it
until
really
Ryan
woke?
Joseph moved
Was
here.
it really woke? Really woke or it was just
Nah,
like,
it wasn't very woke. I got to see the transition from like whatever to like wokeness.
oh, so it used to be kind of just neutral.
Yeah, it's kind of neutral.
What year was that? 2007? 2015?
Yeah, it's kind of neutral. Like you have some dark joke. If it's good, it'll pop. But nowadays,
Were there
people
nice
get offended by just the premise.
Were there nice shows there?
Yeah.
Like back then, where was the biggest
No,
shows?
back
The
then,
best club.
I remember like the club everybody trying to get in is Cap City Comedy.
True. Yeah.
Cause people are trying to like get feature or host there or whatever.
Yeah.
But the best two shows when I was there, when I first started out, was Live at Cold Town and Sure Thing. And both of those are like not comedy club. Live at Cold Town is like an improv
I'm
theater.
gonna start a comedy club here.
You should?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Right next to Rogan's Club. I'm gonna
The
call it-
Vulcan.
No.
The
No.
Vulcan is right next to
Rogan's
it.
Club is supposed to call it. I think he's calling it the Mothership.
Oh
I'm gonna call mine the Comedy Shop.
no, like the comedy store.
The
or
Comedy Shop.
Hmm.
The comedy mart. Yeah. And I'm gonna use the same branding as the comedy store.
Comedy store.
And everything. It's just gonna be like the comedy store, but it's just gonna be my name all over the place. Just like
Yeah.
you know how they have like a bunch of hundreds of names. It'll be my name, hundreds of names, hundreds of different ways to write my name on the store. And I'll be like, hey Joe, what do you think about this shit? So you yeah. So that's I met you. You were down and out, and I was like, Tai, chin up. I'm here now. Stand up goes on. Stand up lives. And I saved the day here for a while. No, I was yeah. I loved Austin when I first came here, dude. It was like it was surreal to me because I had been in LA when I started. It was just the open mic I told you about. And I would try to get shows. Well, I started doing bringer shows, and that was the next move up, bringer shows.
Like
And I would go like basically.
you book people and get to bring people.
No, I would like, hey, you want to be on my show? You have to bring 6 people. So I would bring.
Oh,
I would have to
okay.
ask 6 of my friends to
Yeah,
come.
bring
But
a
I could do
show.
the comedy store because they would do independent
Oh,
shows
nice,
at
yeah.
the comedy store. It gets old though, dude.
Yeah, you
when
get bored of it.
Or your friends get tired of fucking coming to support,
Yeah.
and you just feel kind of stupid doing it because it's just there were these independent bookers that would run shows there. I did one every month though, always called D's Nuts because it was
Really? That's the title of your show.
that was not my show. That was the title of the guy's show. That's a good
It's a good name, yeah.
yeah. And because it was in the original room of the comedy store.
Yeah.
And I remember one night, dude, it was dead in there. It was like packed. I don't know how many people. What is the capacity of the original room at the comedy store? Can you look that up? It's like maybe 250 people, right?
Okay.
And I was supposed to be later on in the lineup, and
Comedy store capacity says 450.
for original room.
Oh,
And
Oh
and
yeah, that's a small room. It's not even the big one. The main
they
room.
have the belly room.
That's a small room. Yeah.
Yeah, which was for women at first. They made that for women. Back when like women were just like, they knew they were just
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here. When they had their shit together, they were like, hey, women aren't funny. You guys have this little room called the belly room.
I didn't know that.
Tickle your belly. It was for women actually at first.
Huh.
It's people like Sandra Bernhard and Whoopi Goldberg. They were just placed in this small little room.
Yeah.
And they were like, get the fuck out of here. And all the boys, they had the original room. And then there was a big main ballroom type room, but Mitzi Shore didn't want to use that room
Yeah.
for the comics at the comedy store because she was hoping that she had these classical ideas of getting in these like big classic acts to come in, and none of them would come, and the room was just empty forever. Finally, the comics like Robin Williams and all those guys started like convincing her to use the room as for the club.
Comedy,
Yeah, and she did. But I only performed in that room just when Kill Tony was there.
I believe the original room had 99 seats.
99 seats, it says? No, it's got to be more than that.
When the venue reopened as the Comedy Store in 1972, it included a 99-seat theater.
Original room?
I don't see the exact numbers.
Well, either way, it was a shit ton of people and it was packed in.
Yeah.
And I remember going up there and the other comics weren't doing that great. And again, it's a bringer show. Anyone can really get on if you can fucking like, not anybody. You have to be kind of a comic, but like people weren't doing that great, and he asked me to go up a little early, and I said a joke, my bullied when I was a kid joke,
Mm-hmm.
and it popped, and the pop was just the way it sounds in the original room is
Yeah.
so beautiful. Seriously, it's
Oh
like
yeah.
Robin Williams and David Letterman and Jay Leno are all coming on your face.
Dude, I know of a place with really good acoustic. I
Yeah,
really do,
the
yeah.
best place is Ice House that I've had in Pasadena, California.
Yeah, I seen our house. I know people record their shit there.
That room was the best. You can't bomb in that room.
Oh yeah, you gotta really suck, huh?
The laughs are so it's just
Chris.
crisp and
Like it bounce off the wall, huh?
yeah, and just the way they line up the audience like this,
Mm.
or it's just really beautiful. I've only done one set on that stage when I did that contest,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is amazing, like those acoustics. But yeah, I never got to be as big as I am now before the pandemic.
Yeah.
No, but
You know,
but
I heard of you before I met you
really, from who?
from Chris Castle,
Oh
because you
god,
were
yeah,
performing at Castro, and
yeah,
he told me about that incident. And then I know you performed drop in at Santa Cruz.
yeah,
No, I booked you to do Santa Cruz.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and you brought like 2 friends from like California or some shit.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you brought 2 people. And I let them again some stage time.
Oh yeah, I think I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you
Yeah.
brought 2 guys
Yeah, yeah, and one of them
from
bombed.
Arizona,
One of
right?
them bombed pretty bad. One of them was okay, but one
Yeah,
bombed.
yeah. But yeah, that's when we first met.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I think you've become better. Like I think you were really depressed when I first saw you, because when I first saw you, you were just like,
I was jaded.
yeah, you weren't like into it.
Yeah.
You weren't into it, and then like I don't know what happened to you to wake you up or whatever, but like you're one of my favorites in that, very original, and it's not just because you have a fucking accent or anything. It's you or maybe it is just because you have an accent. Or just, I'm kidding. No. But like you have this thing about you where you just got like the long hair and stuff, and I think you I think you definitely have something. Like it's so weird though.
Dude, I think my writing is underrated due to my accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah. Because people like, they say,
I don't
oh
think so.
man, you kill, but they don't know how I kill. In my mind's like, it's good writing, motherfucker.
People say that to me, dude. They're like, "Oh, you killed because you said this dark stuff." They don't realize it's the writing.
Yeah.
It's
It's like the writing, because I have to try them out to get like the right punchline.
How do you write?
Um, so right now, I never force myself to sit down and write. I just walk around, and when I feel really good, just not thinking about anything, stuff just comes to me. And if it's comedy, then I write comedy. If it's like other ideas, then I write other ideas.
Yeah.
So now I don't have to force it
Do you
anymore.
write every day?
Not really. Here's what I'll do. It's like at the start of the week, I try to have like 4 new minutes to try out at open mic.
Yeah.
And my goal from the start of the week from Monday, so the weekend on Sunday, by Sunday, I should have like some good shit out of those 4 minutes that I wrote.
When I moved from LA, I told myself I didn't really realize I was gonna move, and I didn't know what was the point of doing stand up anymore, because we would do illegal open mics because you weren't allowed to do it indoors, and there was a small group of us that still performed, and even though we could have technically died or some shit, because the
Because of
virus.
COVID.
I mean, two of us died, but it was like no problem because they were new, so we
Yeah.
just like threw them in the back.
Mm.
But and all our grandmas died. But other than that, like no one got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying there's a small group of comics in LA that performed illegally indoors, and a bigger majority of the comics hated us, and they would call the cops on us, and they would
Dude. Yeah.
and but like we loved it so much we didn't know what else to
To
do.
me, it's like very hypocrite because like you're against indoor gathering, but when you with your friend or your family, you're not indoor, you're right next to
But
them.
they were
You know
so
what I'm saying?
hardcore, dude. They wouldn't even be with their family and shit. 'Cause
Oh,
they'd be,
really?
no, they'd be making love to their girlfriend with a mask on, type shit. Like these people in LA love lockdowns, dude. They love it. They'll wear a mask while they're wearing a mask
Oh,
bef-
because they're already wearing a
in the
mask. Like,
shower. You know what I
not a
mean?
physical one, but they're already wearing a mask.
Yeah,
Because they're all
yeah,
actors and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, finally, we get to be known for wearing a mask. What minute are we at? 52. Yeah, because we didn't really get rolling until a minute, but they um they hated us, but there was a small group that did it indoors anyways, and we kind of have a bond now, like, because it's like we performed even when there was no reason to, but just to perform. We loved it so much, or we were so addicted to it
Dude,
so much, or we had no lives so much that was the only thing.
when Austin was knocked down, I would drive to Killeen to do the open mic. It's
Where
like an hour away.
where was it open? Was it indoors?
Indoor, yeah. Cup of Joe. That's what the place is called. Cup of Joe and another bar called Game Day.
Yeah, it's like, do you love stand up so much that you're willing to perform even if you're gonna die?
I mean, when it
That's the
happened, only
that was
people
the
in Austin
ultimate
care
test.
about it, but people in Pflugerville, Charlottetown, anywhere outside of Austin, they don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
So you could go
man.
anywhere outside of Austin, and yeah,
So there was never really like a complete shutdown
there's
again.
no like only in Austin. They only took it
Fuck.
serious in Austin, in Travis County.
That must have been awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So they weren't wearing the mask and shit outside of Austin. Like,
Mm-mm.
what about like in Houston and shit?
I can't speak for Houston.
Yeah. But Houston's like more woke than Austin, dude. I feel like,
Really?
dude, I performed at the Secret Group,
Yeah.
which is just basically Victoria's Secret, group. Like they're just such fags over there, dude.
Really? I
Yeah,
can't talk down Secret Group.
I
What's up,
can.
Secret Group? I
No,
haven't been there like
dude, it's a fucking shithole.
in 6 years. I
The green
performed there my first year
the
in
green
stand
room is
comedy.
disgusting. There's like rats and cockroaches traveling around, and the guy that runs it, he's a dickhead. Oh, I said it. I don't care.
Hey man, I know the Secret Group. I have no problem with the Secret
He
Group.
hates the
Shout
Secret
out
Group
to
too.
everybody that run the Secret Group.
He hates the Secret Group. He told me before.
No, I
But like,
don't.
but
Dude, I kill every
the
time at the
Riot is
Secret
the
Group.
best place to go in Houston. The Riot.
The Riot?
Yeah.
I never
Wood
been there.
Yards. Hang out with me. Don't go to the fucking Victoria's Secret Group. No, but you go up there and people get offended at your jokes. Not during Skankfest, but like,
Gangfest is supposed to be dirty.
yeah,
right?
yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It is so prevalent. Like, the only reason I'm talking shit about the Secret Group is because of anger and resentment, which I have to work on. But like,
Yeah.
towards the owner who
Dude,
was
I think that's how you burn bridges. You
well,
just
he
talk
was
shit about the establishment.
mad at me for using a fake vaccination card.
Oh, really?
Big deal, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trip over that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
like,
He was mad at me for that.
oh yeah?
And he put it up on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. He put it up on Instagram, but he
Yeah.
like he blacked my name out, but it
Mm.
was light black so you
Yeah.
could see my name. He basically put my status as unvaccinated on Instagram, which is illegal. And it is illegal. They passed that law that said any entity can't require anybody to require.
Yeah.
And I showed that to him. He didn't care, but I think they're like lined up a little bit. But like I forgot his name, and I probably shouldn't say it. If I remembered it,
Don't say it.
if I remembered it, I would say it. But he just totally like fucking kicked me out. Like, I think I'm kicked out of there. I'm not sure.
Oh,
But I wore my unvaccinated shirt during Skankfest because I was at
yeah.
the Secret Group. I was like, "What's up, dude?" Because you didn't have to be,
Yeah.
vaccinated. But I don't know. Yeah, I burned a lot of bridges, but I don't. It's never been intentional. It really hasn't, because I'm really a nice guy. Could you agree? could say
I think
no.
if somebody sit down with you, but if you talk bad about people,
Well, I'll just tell the truth about what happened.
well, I used to know a guy who's similar to you. Like he talked down on people, but when people are talking about, he said, "I'm just telling the truth." So he also burning our bridges.
And what happened to him?
He's not doing. He's not just doing the same stuff he's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not me.
I guess.
No, dude, I'm all about progressing, dude. You think like I t- a comic should talk shit. You know, what is the point of being a comic if you don't talk shit,
I
right?
mean, I talk shit, but only to like people I know, and it's not like
Because everyone's so afraid of playing the game. You gotta play the game, or you might get canceled, or you might get kicked out of a club. Fuck the club, like whatever, dude. You go to another club. Like, be a good person, be a nice person. But if someone fucks me over, I'm going to fucking say what happened when people ask me, and that's what happened. Why I'm kicked out of the creek because I said what happened, and then they said you're talking shit about us because I said what happened, and
dude. To me, even if somebody like do something that's like slightly bad, I just stop fucking with them or that establishment. But I don't
I
talk
wish I was
about.
like that. I really do. I admire that,
Uh-huh.
but like I don't have it in me. Like I'm just like fuck that. Like I don't know, and I don't know what to do, and it's a problem in a way, but it's also a strength because I mean, as a comic, I've trained myself to open my mouth to say whatever I'm thinking on the spot
Yeah.
and to like, you know,
I mean, if I'm gonna talk shit, I'm gonna do it on stage.
I'll do it off stage too.
I won't do it off stage.
No.
No.
Well, I would never say anything that I wouldn't say to their faces. So it's
Okay.
not really talking shit because
Yeah.
it's the truth of what I never like. I would tell that guy, "Fuck you! You kicked me out of your club, like for bullshit, and your club's dirty." Like no problem. But
See,
like
that would burn bridges if you tell somebody the club is dirty.
it is dirty, dude.
But you know this book, How to Win Friend and Influence People, kind of teach you how to say stuff in like a way that's not offensive.
I don't know. Like there's part of me that just doesn't care anymore. You know,
Yeah.
like I really don't care. It's like you like me, you do. Okay, you don't, you don't. It's just like
Yeah.
after you've gone through a few things, like I have, like my sister died, my mom died, my dog died, my cousin. After that shit kind of shit happens, like you just don't give a fuck as much about like playing formalities, games and shit. You know, if someone pisses you off, you fucking tell them, and you just like, and if someone asks you what you think about something, you tell them what you think. And maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I usually am wrong, but like that's where I'm at in my life right now. Where and I've never hurt anyone. I've never physically harmed anyone. I never would. I'm a nice person, but I also don't like to put up with shit. If people hurt me, I open my mouth and say something, you know, because that's my strength is my words,
Yeah.
you know, and like I find that like, you can't let people just walk all over you, you know, because they'll think that they can do it to you and the next person that comes along, and the next person, and but
Oh, I see what you mean.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're trying to like kind of like be a mirror that reflect who they are.
Well, my comedy's kind of like that. Like I play the racist, I play the sexist, I play all these things that I'm not.
Yeah.
But the mirror is like I'm getting people get to watch the racist up there and make fun and laugh at
It's
him.
like they get to watch, but they also get to watch themselves get triggered by a certain topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some lesbians came up to me after a show in Texas, and I mean in Houston, Planos, and they were like, "Hey, we we liked the show. I mean, we didn't laugh at all, but we liked it because
Yeah.
we were like, we got it. We were supposed to feel really terrified and uncomfortable.
Hmm.
We understood, you know. We never laughed, but we liked it, you know. And it was just like, but they were cool. They were like, they got it, even though they didn't
Yeah.
like it. They liked it still. Like they understood the
Yeah.
art of it, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of open-minded people out there. There's some good lesbians out there, you
Hey, if you're a good ass Ben, holla at your boy.
know. Lesbians are. I don't know. I like to give lesbians shit. I like to give women shit just because it's funny. But I I don't know. I just you you I guess when you go through like loss in your life, you don't fucking care as much, and it's bad, but it's good.
So you think that's something you need to heal from, like loss?
Well, I mean, how are you supposed to heal from it? Sit down and not do anything?
Probably therapy, right?
I do. I've been through all kinds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've gone to grief groups. I've gone to a grief counselor. I've gone to, yeah. It's just it changes you once you lose someone you love.
Yeah.
Like you don't really care as much about. You care more than ever. I found my little sister dead from an overdose. I've never talked about this, but I found her dead, and I never felt more alive in my life
Like
because,
alive,
but it's a
like
bad. It
emotions.
was a bad feeling. No, I found her dead,
Uh huh.
and I remembered feeling, just seeing the difference of, because that was my little sister who's like my
Yeah.
best friend and my roommate, and she overdosed and she's dead, and I'm looking at, I'm like, I saw the difference between her
Uh huh.
and me, who's animated and
Yeah.
moving and stuff, and her who's just frozen in purple
Yeah.
and with this frozen scream to the sky and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what life is, like I'm alive. And it was the
Yeah.
worst feeling in the world. How I felt for 2 years, it was horrible. You know,
Yeah.
this pod is like more serious than funny, but it's true. Like I was just telling him that after.
Well, we got to the bottom of why you burn bridges. You just don't give a fuck anymore because you lost people close to you.
Losing my sister was the worst thing that ever happened to
So
me.
it changed your attitude, right?
You just don't give a fuck as much, dude.
So
Like,
did you give a fuck before? Were you like that
m-
people walk over you before?
um, I don't know about that, but like I didn't look at things like as much. I don't suffer fools as much now.
Yeah.
Like I'll talk shit if someone fucks, like if someone fucks with you, will you call them out, Gary?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I never really used to be like that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe I was, but like after I lost my little sister, I don't give a fuck. I'll talk shit if someone fucks me over. If I start a show with someone and they basically edge me out of the show, and then people ask me what happened, I'll be like, this fucking bitch just we started this great show together and she just said to me, you're not really part of the show anymore. And then
Yeah.
it gets around and then I'm banned.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. I spoke the truth. What happened? Maybe I should have shut my mouth. But maybe I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
What do you think of the modafinil I gave you?
Um, to be honest, I really don't feel anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of. But do you feel really awake?
I do feel awake, but that could be the label.
No, I mean, you'll feel it more as you go throughout the day. Like you're just awake. It doesn't make you high.
Yeah.
It's a wakefulness promoting drug,
Huh.
and
You
you
think
just
it's good for people with ADHD or not?
um probably.
Cause I know a lot of people with ADHD and they take Adderall, so I don't know if
Yeah.
it helped those people.
Um, it might calm them down. I know Tom Siska, when I gave it to him, he just stopped talking as much.
Oh
He talks
really?
a lot without it,
Yeah.
but like
Maybe that's good then.
I don't know. Our conversation kind of got really deep because
Cause we're trying to get to a bottom of why you don't give a fuck, and
I do give a fuck, dude. Like everyone else, I'm full of fucking anxiety, worry, fear, all this shit like that. But it's like when it comes to other people, I just like just I don't know, man. I don't want to burn bridges because you agree I'm a nice guy, right?
yeah, I feel like if people sat down and then they talk to you, then they see that
Yeah, but a lot of people don't think I am when they just because I talk about, you know, stalking women and beating women on stage, they think I'm not a nice guy. It's stupid.
See the
No.
way you say that, like somebody could just capture that, post that, just that clip
Yeah.
without the context, and you'll be
Dude, you can take
canceled.
anything out of context. Dude,
That's
I
what happened when people talk about you. When people talk about somebody, it's out of context. They just quote
what
that
have you
one
heard about
part.
me
Um,
in this town? Like what did I do? Because I want to know what the rumor is.
what do I heard about you?
What is the rumor?
Um,
You can tell me anything.
That you do dark comedy that's really offensive, that walk people out.
That's true.
Yeah.
But like, has anyone said anything else about me
Mm,
besides he's the most amazing guy I've ever met?
not really.
Horse
All the
cock,
other stuff
horse
is
cock.
stuff that I see online on like the Instagram story and stuff.
Like what?
But
Like what? Instagram stories.
dude, I'm not gonna talk about
Are
it
you talking about a certain woman's
because I don't
Instagram
want to
stories?
like. Dude, I
See,
stay
that
out.
was
Like,
yeah. That's another psycho.
so that's one thing about me, right? I
I like
stay
that.
out of all politics and drama.
But that's why you'll never go anywhere, Ty.
It's
Because
okay.
you don't really
I don't
dive.
have to go anywhere. I'm in the best country ever. Why do I have to go anywhere?
Yeah, but Ty, when you're American born, you really take things for granted, and that's what it's about: is taking your country for granted, taking your opportunities for granted, and not and wasting away everything and burning it down and burning bridges. Like that's what I do, you know. Like I have this incredible talent that God gave me, this burden of genius, and I'm just gonna waste it away, Ty. And that's something that is my God-given right. That's what being an American is. And to somehow find a right to work and get rich by doing nothing. That's the American dream. Okay, Ty.
I wish they taught me this in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Vietnamese woman once taught me she goes, health is better than wealth or something like that. No, health is wealth.
That's true though.
I like that. Isn't that cool?
Cause you're
Health
healthy,
is
you
wealth.
can think better. You can make better decisions.
You can't do shit if you're not healthy.
Yeah.
You
for
know,
real.
like I'm a specimen of perfect mental health and physical health. You know, that's why I'm able to do a lot of things, like talk to you and enlighten you and help you, because you're in trouble. You know, you get yourself into trouble and you burn bridges. And
I've done none of
me, I
that.
play the game right. You know, I participate in the trans parties at the creek in the cave. I do that a lot of times. I tape my dick up into my asshole, not just to the side, but I tape it up into my asshole so I can be like them, you know. And I put on like the little what is it called? The little underwear.
Dude, that's your problem. You try way too hard to fit in.
I know. And it's time to take my dick out of my asshole,
Yep.
you know, and
Yeah.
be like, hey, you know what? I'm going home.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you have a special out. Do you have another special out?
So I have two special. One is called Pigeon Confetti, which I shot at Stateside Paramount. That's one on
You shot a
Vimeo.
special at Paramount Theater.
That's one on Vimeo.com. So you can check it out. It's called Pigeon Confetti. You have to pay $10 for it, but it's worth it.
I didn't like that one that much.
It's okay. And I have another one on YouTube called Sorry for Ruining Dinner.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Yeah.
Is that one better? Because that one, the one at Paramount, it was just too clean for me. If you like clean comic or like kind of like, you know, wholesome, having sex with your wife with a sheet over her and there's a hole, that you'll love Pigeon Confetti.
Yeah. I don't think it was that clean.
Yeah, that's how I felt. See, you're into a realm right now. You open the doors into my mind, and we're the pot is on now. We're cooking.
I think we gotta wrap it up.
We have to wrap it up
hour
now.
12.
We have to wrap it up. Do you use condoms when you do have sex?
Yes.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because you
That's
want to
That's against God's law.
get an accident.
What if you told a girl? It'd be cool to be I'm circumcised. I wish I was uncircumcised so I could tell the girl I'm wearing a condom, but I'm not. So it looks like I am. I'm like, yeah, I am. See, and then pretend like you're folding it backwards. And then just like, oh, you know, when a condom breaks, do you keep going or do you tell her? That's the question I have to ask you.
When a condom break, that happened to me before, and I pull out, and I put another condom.
What a fucking loser. That's the difference between me and you, man. Because I keep fucking going because it's for her, you know? It's for
Yeah.
her. It doesn't matter what STD I may or may not have that day. It doesn't matter if she's gonna get pregnant. She needs to come. Okay. She needs to be filled, and she needs to know your love. And if you take it out to put another condom on, that's not love. That's just science. Anyways, guys, it's been an interesting pod. What's your handle on Instagram?
Tai Nguyen with Z at the end.
Why does every Why does every Vietnamese person have the same last name?
According to what my mom said, right? Back in like the king day, there's a king and his last name is Nguyen, so he considered everybody his children. So he changed all their last name to Nguyen.
Okay, that king is dead a long time ago.
Yeah, but he changed a lot of last name before
But what's
he
the
died.
point of having a last name if it's everyone's
If you've ever
last
wanted
name?
InfoWars,
Well, you gotta ask that king, you know.
Okay. So how do you spell it? N-Y-U-G-E-N?
Nguyen.
Nguyen.
Yeah.
So what is it again? What's the handle?
Tai Nguyen with a Z at the end.
Okay, whatever. Follow him, guys. He's fucking hilarious. Come see his live shit.
Yeah.
It's better than his stuff he puts out there because he's afraid of getting canceled. But I'm working on him, and he's gonna come out. He's a good kid. All right, thanks guys for the show.